Hello everybody, it's Brittany at Big Cat Rescue in Tampa, Florida, here with yet another home tour. And today I'd like to show you guys Illithia Serval. So Illithia had been privately owned, and the owners did try to do everything they possibly could, but when reality sets in, trying to domesticate a wild animal just isn't possible. She was living in a garage, and her owners decided that she just definitely deserved more than that. So she lives here now at Big Cat Rescue. So we're gonna take a walk around her entire enclosure, and I'm just gonna pick a spot, and this is where we'll end up. We'll walk the entire enclosure as if we are the cleaner or the caretaker. So you can see there's a hose right here. She has a feeding lockout here. Feeding lockouts are just where they come to eat each day. There's a safety entrance right here in case we ever needed to enter the enclosure. We can go through that double door system after we've locked the cat safely away. Feeding lockouts are cleaned every single day, and all the water bowls are topped off with fresh water. She has a nice big den there. Looks like a little toy there. Each of our enclosures is designed in a bubble system, so you can see that there's a doorway right there that would lead her over to a different bubble. Each bubble can be anywhere from 1,200 to 2,000 square feet. It just kind of depends on the cat, its age, its activity level, any of those types of requirements. So she has a nice big section here. That's Mouser hollering at us. We'll show you Mouser's home on another tour. So this is kind of a view back towards that first feeding lockout that we saw. Now her enclosure has just been freshly raked, and they've added new grass seed. Her palmettos have been trimmed up a little bit. We're in Florida, so things never stop growing. So you can see that there's a little bit of a tunnel system that Illithia can walk through, and then it leads her back to this big section. So there's another den that she has access to, and then she's got this really cool platform over here. The platforms are like permanent enrichment that are always in their enclosures. It gives them an area to hide out on or sleep underneath or claw. They will definitely claw these, and we have to make sure we do a lot of repairs on that. She has a nice little shelf there so she can hang out. All right, would you like to make a cameo, sir? That's Mouser, that's not Illithia, it's just the neighbor. Here's Illithia right here. You can see she's using her amazing camouflage and the fact that she knows she's got a ton of space. I am gonna walk around her on this side because I don't want to startle her. Hi, Illithia. Hi, honey. Yes, this used to live in somebody's house. That's the Serval, hello. Illithia Serval, she's quite young. She's only a couple years old. So this seems to be her preferred spot right now, so we'll let her, we'll let you chill out. So there's another doorway here that would lead her into a section that has yet another feeding lockout with a water bowl. There's a nice platform there. She really loves laying underneath those platforms. She's got one of those toys that has a ball inside of a ball. So there's just a nice little cubby area over there that kind of extends out. She has yet another tree stump den. And we create these enclosures with curved walls and the 4x4 wire so that it can handle wind. So we are in Florida. You can see her enclosure is quite tall. And she's got natural trees around and inside of the enclosure with her. So there's a storm season every single year. We're approaching our 28-year anniversary of being here. And so we have a lot of safety measures in place, but this style of enclosure is really, really good in case any kind of tree were to topple down. It's designed in a way where the wire will kind of crumple in on itself instead of busting wide open. So here's that same platform, another feeding lockout. here is another safety entrance, so if we needed to get in either of these bubbles back here, that's Mouser again, then we're able to shift her completely away, securely lock up the door, and then we can enter, and that's where we would be raking, grass seeding, cleaning coolaroo beds, trimming back any of the natural foliage that grows inside the enclosures. So yet another feeding lockout. Now this lockout has what we call duck wire or chicken wire around it, and those are their actual feeding lockouts anytime you see that here, because we don't want vultures or larger birds or any kind of you know, anything that could intimidate the cat to swoop in and try to steal their food. All of the smaller cats have a coolaroo bed, and they really like it, but she actually likes laying under hers, so you can see she doesn't bother to keep it clean because she'd rather have the shade underneath it. So we're back around to this first bubble I showed you. So that's been, what, 1, 2, 3 bubble areas that are all probably 1,800 square feet. So again, now we're into a new bubble. She could walk through that door there. She has a coolaroo bed number 2, and you can see that she has definitely been laying under this one because it's got one leg up in the air. Here's her other more quiet neighbor, Diablo. Hi, bud. Diablo and Mouser are both Savannah cats, which are hybrids created from Servals and domestic cats, but truly wild in nature. So this is the last bit of her last bubble here. So she has this massive platform with multiple levels. This is a favorite spot of hers to hang out as well. And we're right back around to that hose that we started with. So if you guys ever have any questions about our enclosures, you can go to bigcatrescue.org/cages and find out more information. Thank you guys for joining us.